The game of an unworthy person is to find another person and make them feel less about themselves. And there's a false belief that if I can make another person feel less about themselves and maintain some power over them, then I'll feel better about myself. And this is the game that most unworthy feeling people play in one way or another. One of the biggest ways they do that is by stringing somebody along and withholding the commitment that that person is looking for. And in this video, I want to talk about the dynamic of stringing someone along, making them think that one day you'll be the committed person that they want you to be, but never actually planning to deliver on that. When somebody knows that you want a commitment, when somebody knows that you're looking for a relationship, or even if you haven't expressed it clearly, but they understand that that's what you want, they understand that that's what you're looking for in the relationship with them, and they're making you think that one day they'll deliver on that. One day they'll be the person. They say things like, well, let's see where this goes. You know, you're cool, I'm cool, I like what we're doing here. It could become something one day, but day after day and sometimes year after year goes by, and they never fully want that commitment. I've seen people be in these situations for 10 years sometimes. They drag you on year by year, day after day, whatever it is, but they never fully give you the commitment that you're looking for. This is a manipulative tactic that somebody who doesn't feel great about themselves will use in order to maintain an upper hand over you. The idea is that if I could make someone want me and I could keep them around on the side and I could keep them here to be available for me whenever I want them, but I don't have to give them the commitment that they want from me. If I can maintain that, that makes me feel better about my wounded ego. That makes me feel better about my not feeling good enough. Some people do this consciously, but more often it's unconscious. The most important thing, though, is to recognize that if you want a relationship, and I'm not suggesting that you should, but many people do, and a lot of people who want a relationship, who authentically want to meet a life partner and have a committed relationship, are entertaining people who are not giving them the commitment they're looking for, thinking that if I prove myself, if I show up as good enough, if I show up as valuable enough, if I bring enough to this person's life, that one day they will want a relationship with me. And that is a really bad approach to creating a relationship. It's a huge gamble and it rarely works out. And I see this time and time and time again. Somebody who from early on says they don't want a commitment never really becomes somebody who does. Maybe they do later in life, but in the span of your relationship, it's very unlikely that it's going to happen. The people who want a relationship are the people who show up to a relationship saying, I want a relationship. People who say, I'm just looking for something casual, nothing too serious. I want to have a good time. I want to get to know each other. Why do we need to put a label on it? We're having a great time. Why do we have to make it so serious? People who say things like that are looking for that. They're not people who are going to one day change their mind and be like, all of a sudden, you know what? Now I want a relationship. Those are people who are going to always want something casual, always want no commitment, always want no accountability, always want to be able to go wherever they want and do whatever they want with whoever they want and never have to answer for anything they do. Somebody who wants a committed relationship shows up to it and says, I want a committed relationship. And when somebody doesn't offer that commitment and they know you're looking for it, what they're actually doing is sending you a subtle message that says, you're not good enough to build a life with, but you're good enough to hang out with, to sleep with, to spend some time with occasionally. You're good enough to have on the side for whenever I want you to be there, but you're not good enough for me to dedicate my time, my attention, my energy, and to build a life with you. And that's a subtle message that whenever somebody is depriving you of commitment in a relationship, that's underlying what they're saying. The thing is this, is that relationships that withhold commitment are not loving relationships. And I say that, and you may have heard me say this before, is that commitment is what we give to the things that we love. If something's important to us, we dedicate our time, our attention, our energy, our love, our dedication to that thing because it's important. And commitment is what we give to the things that we love. So if you're withholding a commitment from somebody, you must not really love that person. You might care about them in a general kind of way. You might say, you know, I like them. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I hope things go well for them. But you don't really love that person in a committed way, in a dedicated way. And if you're looking for that kind of love and you're hoping that somebody who is withholding commitment will one day give it to you, you're being manipulated by that person and you're allowing that person to manipulate you. And this is such an important thing here, and it's something that a lot of people don't want to hear, is you can never wait for someone to be the person you want them to be. You can never hope and wish and pray that somebody's going to become the person you want them to be. They either are that person or they're not. They either bring the commitment you're looking for to the relationship or they don't. And if somebody doesn't, it is okay to walk away. If somebody doesn't, if somebody says, I'm just looking for something casual, I'm just looking to have a good time, I'm just looking for somebody to spend some time with and connect with and whatever they might say. When somebody says things like that to you, the proper response is not to just go along with it and hope they change their mind. The proper response is to say something like this. I think it's awesome that you're not looking for anything serious. And I totally respect that that's what you want. And I'm positive that there is somebody out there that will want to do that with you. But that person is not me, because I am looking for something serious, and I need somebody in my life who also wants something serious, because I don't really have time to waste just playing around. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to just play around. I want to meet somebody and have an awesome relationship and get on with my life. So if you're looking for something casual, I'm going to let you go find somebody who wants to do that, and I'm going to find somebody who does what I want to do. That's the proper response. There is no other appropriate response if you want a conscious, loving, and committed relationship. And we're hosting a very special event coming up here in a few weeks, and I'd like to invite you to it. It's called Creating a Conscious Relationship. It's going to be a 1-hour event where we talk about what is a conscious relationship, how do you find one, how do you build one, how do you create one with somebody, and what is preventing you from doing it, what is preventing you from having this conscious, loving, and committed relationship, and what is making it feel so difficult to have this. We're going to be covering all that in this webinar. It's an absolutely free event, and I would love to have you join us for it. Go take a look at the link in our bio. You can sign up there. Again, it's absolutely free, but space is limited. So I want you to make sure you get your seat. Don't waste any time. Take a look, sign up. I can't wait to see you there. I'm going to be personally hosting it. It's going to be a live event, and I hope you're in it.